US election may be in July. Soldier and wife detained over daughter's death. Good evening, you're watching News on 2. I'm Jessica Lee. Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak gave a hint today that the 14th general election may be held in July, just before the Hajj season begins. The Prime Minister gave the indication when addressing 1,200 imams and village chiefs who have been offered to undertake the pilgrimage sponsored by the One Malaysia Development Berhad Foundation at the Putra Mosque in Putrajaya. Now, the pilgrims are scheduled to leave for the Hajj on July 14th.
14 Julai berarti bahawa dua peristiwa akan berlepas, iaitu pertamanya Hari Raya Aidilfitri dan satu lagi Hari Raya satu lagi itu. Dua-dua raya lepas baru tuan-tuan naik haji. Tapi kita buat lebih awal lagi. Kita bagi komitmen lebih awal lagi supaya tuan-tuan semak dalam hati lah, insyaAllah. Semak dalam hati, kalau kerajaan kita masih kekal, insyaAllah tuan-tuan semua akan dapat menunaikan fardu haji dengan baik, dengan selesa. Ya. Okey. Kenapa jangan bimbang? Segala-galanya tak berubah. Selagi kerajaan tak berubah, semuanya jalan.
The current term of Parliament expires on June 24th and the 14th general election must be held within 60 days after that date. Authorities have taken measures to ensure that the 9th World Urban Forum, or WUF 2018, taking place at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre next week remains incident-free. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi today stressed that safety issues will never be taken lightly when Malaysia is hosting international events. Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid said more than 2,000 personnel from the Royal Malaysia Police and Malaysian Armed Forces, as well as the Fire and Rescue Department, would be on hand to ensure order and security during the forum, even keeping a close watch at all the entry points of the country.
Dan 50% daripada peserta ini terdiri daripada delegasi luar negara. Oleh kerana kita mahu mencapai matlamat sifar kejadian, artinya kita mahu zero incident, maka penglibatan semua pihak ini cukup penting.
The Deputy Premier told reporters after attending a counter-terrorism exercise at KLCC early today. WUF, which is the world's largest biennial forum on urbanization issues, seeks to study and determine the urban agenda and pave the way for a better future for cities. WUF 2018, carrying the theme Cities 2030, Cities for All, implementing the new urban agenda, has become the first platform to debate the implementation and achievement of the new urban agenda. Now, police have obtained an order to remand for 7 days a soldier and his wife for investigation into the death of his 9-year-old daughter. Now, the order against the couple, aged 35 and 30, was issued by Magistrate Siti Khairia Abdul Razak of the Port Dickson Magistrates Court following an application by investigating officer ASP Mahafiz Matlawi. Both suspects were detained yesterday following a police report lodged alleging that they had abused the victim, which ended in her death. According to the police, the victim, Nur Aina Nabiha, was found unconscious by her father at their house in Taman Vista Jaya, Lukut on Wednesday, just before midnight. She was taken to the Tuanku Jaafar Hospital in Seremban, where she was pronounced dead at 12:30 a.m. A report of the post-mortem revealed that the victim had suffered from serious internal injuries, including to her kidneys, intestines and ribs due to blunt trauma. Investigations also found the victim's father had been arrested for a similar offence in June last year when the victim's mother, whom he had divorced, lodged a police report after discovering bruises on her daughter's body. The remand order on the suspects end on February 7th. Meanwhile, 2 senior citizens have been jailed for 7 days and fined 7,800 ringgit after the Kampar Magistrates Court convicted them of abusing a dog 2 years ago. Now, in sentencing the two, Magistrate Nur Faiza Muhammad Saleh said the prosecution had successfully proven the case against Wong Tian Yung, 67, and Ao Sun Fat, 66. The duo were charged for dragging the chained dog for a distance of 2.3 kilometers along Jalan Batu Sinar in Bandar Baru Kampar on November 11, 2016, causing the animal to undergo pain and suffering. They were charged under Section 44, subsection 1D of the Animals Act 1953, that is read together with Section 34 of the Penal Code. In mitigation, counsel representing the duo, Sharezan Johan, said a fine was more appropriate due to their age and health. However, Deputy Public Prosecutor Kenneth On said a heavy sentence should be meted out to serve as a lesson and deterrent to the accused and the public in general. This is the second time Wong and Ao were charged. Now, police have arrested 4 men in connection with a fireworks mishap during a Thaipusam chariot procession in Sungai Petani, Kedah yesterday, which left more than 30 devotees and a policeman injured. The men aged between 25 and 34 were detained at the scene in Jalan Kuala Ketil shortly after the 8:30 p.m. incident. According to Kedah Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Ahmad Bashar Mohamad Hanifah, the state government is waiting for the full investigation report from the authorities and is considering to provide some form of aid to those who are injured.
So pihak polis akan menyatakan tengok daripada mana bahan-bahan letupan tu masuk, terutama sekali mercun. Kita bagi hak mercun kecil-kecil tu, tapi dia bawa mercun besar. Jadi mana itu yang insiden selalu berlaku. Bila berlaku tempat terbakar, tempat tu dia stok banyak, then the whole area tu akan meletup. Meletup akibat dia orang di sekeliling itu akan cedera. Jadi saya harap pihak polis akan pastikan ambil tindakan daripada mana masuk supaya jangan berlaku lagi insiden-insiden yang semacam itu.
Datuk Seri Ahmad Bashar told reporters after attending the Alustar Parliamentary Level Jualan Runtuh program at Taman Wira Square, Mergung, Kota Star, Kedah. Based on initial investigations, there is no element of sabotage or mischief in the incident, as the men were celebrating Thaipusam while witnessing the chariot procession. The incident occurred in front of a restaurant near the Sri Subramaniam Swami Temple in Pekan Lama, Sungai Petani. According to witnesses, 3 of the fireworks were successfully launched into the air before the explosion occurred near the devotees. The curfew in the waters of 7 districts in the Eastern Sabah Security Zone, or S Zone, which ended at 6 p.m. today, has been extended until February 18th. With the curfew extended, Sabah Police Commissioner Datuk Ramli Din has advised those living in the affected areas to remain indoors and would not be allowed to enter the waters between 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. during the period. Datuk Ramli in a statement said the curfew is extended to keep out terrorists threatening the security of international researchers working in the area and tourists visiting the resort islands. He also said that based on information, the Abu Sayyaf militant group and those involved in kidnapping for ransom from southern Philippines are attempting to carry out kidnapping and other cross-border crimes. He said the curfew was aimed at facilitating the enforcement and monitoring of boat movements, as well as creating an air of security and confidence for chalet operators and fishermen with the presence of security forces in their areas. The curfew covered the waters of Tawau, Sempurna, Kunak, Lahadatu, Kinabatangan, Sandakan and Beluran. Framing Cooperative cautioned against over-diversification. Details coming up. You're watching this on TV. Now, 1,200 people comprising imams, village chiefs and chairmen of village development and security committees received offer letters from the Prime Minister today to perform Hajj this year. Now, the letters of offer to undertake the pilgrimage, sponsored by the One Malaysia Development Berhad or 1MDB Foundation, were presented at the Putra Mosque in Putrajaya. Datuk Sri Najib, when speaking at the event, said the pilgrimage program that had entered its 8th year was successful because Malaysia had good relations with Saudi Arabia under King Salman Abdul Aziz Al Saud.
Saya tergerak hati untuk melaksanakan program ini kerana saya dapat bayangkan bukan semua yang mampu menyediakan dana melalui penabungan masing-masing untuk mencukupkan jumlah wang yang diperlukan bagi menunaikan ibadat haji.
The program, initiated in 2011, had taken 5,711 religious officials and grassroots leaders on the pilgrimage with the assistance of the 1MDB Foundation and Pilgrims Fund Board Tabung Haji. Meanwhile, Defence Minister Datuk Sri Hishamuddin Tun Hussein is confident the special Hajj quota for the Malaysian Armed Forces or ATM will be increased by double-fold this year from 400 pilgrims offered last year.
Oleh kerana kita mempunyai hubungan yang rapat di antara Saudi Arabia dengan kita, kepimpinan di peringkat kementerian dan juga kepimpinan di antara pucuk pimpinan kedua-dua buah negara, saya percaya bahawa permintaan kita untuk tambah kota untuk anggota veteran, tetapi veteran kali ini saya nak beri tumpuan sedikit.
Datuk Sri Hishamuddin added that the special quota, however, did not involve civilians. The Prime Minister and his deputy have communicated on the Hajj quota for the Royal Malaysia Police prior to this. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi today officially launched FRIM Incorporated, a subsidiary of the Forest Research Institute of Malaysia, and advised it against deviating from its core business. He said the management of FRIM Incorporated should focus on commercializing herbal and organic products globally and must not allow itself to be exploited for personal interests by creating multiple investment branches for profit.
Peta lakar dunia yang mengeluarkan keberhasilan produk-produk organik dan alami di peringkat dunia. Supaya masyarakat dunia mengetahui bahawa kita serius di dalam melakukan penyelidikan, membuat pengeluaran, melakukan pemasaran dengan our smart partners.
FRIM Incorporated, located in Kepong, Kuala Lumpur, was established to develop research findings in the forestry sector and to enable FRIM to generate its own income through the commercialization of its research and development products. FRIM Incorporated, which was established on August 4th last year, started its business transactions in early December 2017 and has so far forged collaboration with more than 10 companies and agencies to the tune of over 800,000 ringgit. A total of 860 new MyCard in Malacca have yet to be claimed as at January this year. State National Registration Department NRD Director Nur Azli Sulaiman said various initiatives have been carried out to resolve the matter as the number of unclaimed MyCards are increasing each year.
Langkah-langkah penyelesaian yang kita buat adalah dengan telefon sendiri pada pemohon ni dan menjemput mereka datang ke pejabat, ataupun mungkin kita akan ke arah untuk hadir sendiri ke rumah ataupun ke tempat-tempat mereka untuk menyerahkan kebenaran ini.
Nur Azli added that unclaimed MyCards will be disposed of after 18 months in accordance with Section 26 of the National Registration Regulation 1990. Nur Azli was met during a citizenship awarding ceremony held in Sri Bendahara Air Keroh, Melaka. 10 people received their citizenship from Melaka Chief Minister Datuk Sri Idris Harun. The Terengganu State Government is targeting tourist arrivals of 5.5 million this year compared to 5 million last year. Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Ahmad Razif Abdul Rahman today said to achieve the objective, several projects are being developed to attract tourists, including the construction of the bridge which connects Kuala Terengganu to Seberang Takir. In addition, Datuk Seri Ahmad Razif said the tourist spots at Kenyir Lake duty-free zone, such as its cruise terminal and amphi-coach or amphibious bus, would also complement the existing tourist attractions in the state.
Dengan ada drawbridge, Cornish Road kita, kemudian dengan ada lagi amphibious coach ini, nanti kita akan integratekan ini untuk menjadikan satu lagi ikonik dan juga kekuatan kepada Terengganu menjadikan sebagai destinasi utama pelancongan.
Elaborating further, he said all parties in the state are also actively making preparations for the Visit Malaysia Year 2020 campaign. Earlier, Datuk Seri Ahmad Razif officiated the KT City Fun Run 2018 program at Pulau Warisan Kampung Cina, Kuala Terengganu, involving about 4,000 participants. Now, the Pulau Pinang Entrepreneur and Cooperative Development Focus Group Committee is confident of achieving profit of up to 3 million ringgit this year through the sales of its range of Sri Pinang products. According to Chairman of the Focus Group, Dr. Muhammad Farid Saad, the Sri Pinang products are currently available at all Pharma Agro Bazaars located at KLIA, KLIA 2, rest and recreation areas, as well as hypermarkets. Among the products expected to amass good sales are Sri Pinang Cappuccino drink, which has already penetrated the European market and the West Asian markets, and the famous Bang Ali's honey pickles. The launching ceremony of the Sri Pinang products at Pharma Agro Bazaar KLIA today was attended by Pharma Chairman Tan Sri Badruddin Amiruddin and Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad Managing Director Datuk Badlisham Ghazali. And that concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak has indicated that the 14th general election may be held in July. Now, News on 2 will be back at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. Till then, I'm Jessica Lee. Thank you for watching.